finished recording. And there's like a 2-second delay. So, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Pickle Donut, the podcast you'll hate to love and love to hate. Welcome back, everyone. Probably are only 2 people that are watching. But hey, you know what? I believe we got close to 15 views on YouTube.
I kind of am wondering how many people watch the same show. Oh, people at work found out about it. That's also possibly why.
Okay.
People at work found out, and then they want to watch it.
It's not that, I don't think it's too bad. I mean, my mom, yes, my mom liked it. Pretty funny.
My parents will probably never watch this. My grandparents will probably never watch this.
Well, they watched her old stuff.
No, we don't talk about that.
Well, I have that written down here.
Oh, you little shit.
Not too much, just a little bit
Oh, okay.
of conversation about it. But, hi everyone. Last time we were here, we talked about Brokeback Mountain and male. Expression. We should have probably done what we're gonna do today first, an intro into ourselves, so you get to know us, get to know what we're about, a little bit about our background. So, let's dive into it. Alan, I'll have you go first.
Oh, about me?
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I was born November 16th, 1994. I'm 26. I feel old now because my job's a bartender, right?
Yeah.
You want to know the date that they have to have behind, like the year they have to have behind the date now?
Yeah.
2000.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So, I was born in South Dakota, lived in South Dakota till like 19? Yeah, 19, I joined the U.S. military, went Air Force, got shipped down to Texas, then I went to Arizona, got married. Don't get married in the military. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I left this man. For like 4 years. Ex-wife wouldn't let me talk. Had a 6-year-old son. Haven't seen in 3 years. But less depressing stuff. Yeah. From the little town, South Dakota. Met this person in 1st grade. Soon found out that we live close to each other. We live like
a block
away. Had a friend who lived block away. I mean, this town is like
very small.
It's like 2 miles. Like you can go through that town in less than 5 minutes, less than 2 minutes.
I think less than a minute.
Yeah, something like that. But anyways, then my first experience I remember with Jerome is playing Grand Theft Auto when we were little. This is my favorite story because it is the funniest thing about Grand Theft Auto I will ever see.
Oh God.
So we were doing like, kid stuff. Killing strippers. Killing anything possible. And trying to get the highest star rating. Trying to get the most cops. Everything. Well, this man takes about 5 minutes after punching this guy to death to punch a door off an ambulance in the game with a hammer. And once he got in the ambulance after the door finally fell off, the cop pulls him out and he gets arrested. That was his extent of playing Grand Theft Auto that day.
Was that Grand Theft Auto 3 or was it Grand Theft Auto Vice City?
That was Vice City.
Shit.
That's when we would hang out at Brooks and when you had the big boy.
That's also the summer you broke your arm.
Oh, I Supermaned it. So since he brings that up, me and my friend at the time, Brooke, we had these little tiny picnic table chairs for the little kid picnic tables, and we were jumping off them, grabbing onto a clothes hanging line, like the low bars, and Alan, being the smart child he is, decided, I'm tall, I can jump like Superman. I can make this from all the way on the other side. Landed on my back, landed on cement, felt like I broke my leg. Then, while I was limping, they tried lifting my arm, and I just screamed. Nope, my mom didn't take me to the hospital till like 2 days from then. She was already drinking.
Really?
She was drunk by the time I got home that day. She's just like, oh, you didn't hurt it. Next day I'm in pain. Takes me to the fucking hospital.
How did you, Mom?
Yo, my mom, unless I'm gushing blood, she's just like, nah. And then, fun part about the other day, so we had this fishing hook. My hand's all messed up. I don't know if she's going to get mad at me for saying this, but this was a bonding experience. So,
stitches?
No stitches, just a little strip that keeps it together.
Okay.
This fishing hook, like the jiggers with the 2 hooks,
yeah,
it got stuck in her seatbelt of her car. So while trying to get this out, I poked myself. So I was yelling. I kept poking myself. She tells me to get out of the car so she can do it. She gets it stuck in like her cuticle, and it's like the little. No, this ain't even the worst one. It's like the little like pointy one, like has a little gripper and shit. So rips off a chunk of that. So then I'm in this bitch. I'm trying to get it out of the seatbelt like seat area by cutting little fibers to make it easier to pull out. Well, my knife slips. Grandpa Clark just sharpened this knife, by the way. Clean cut, right on my finger. We were gushing blood. She told me to take her to the hospital. I took her to Mom's. That's the hospital.
Oh, no.
We were fine. Didn't need stitches. Mine was worse than hers. I don't know why they're trying to get in.
Yeah, we had this conversation before.
Anyways, Jerome, let's hear about you since I was so rudely interrupted. I think she's mad at me, that's why.
Okay. So, name's Jerome. Really the flow.
Just literally, this is Jerome.
So, I'm Jerome. I was born on September 18th, 1994.
Yes, he's older.
To Kim and Martin Remick. It was emergency cesarean. I was breached in the womb. And my mom went in complaining of something doesn't feel right. The doctor told her, you're fine, time to go home. And she finally got mad enough and broke her water, and blood came out. Well, they found out that the placenta already separated from the wound, and there was blood.
That's a little graphic.
Yeah.
The most graphic I can get, I was choked by my umbilical cord. I was a blue baby.
You're a blue baby.
If you take the first L in my name and change it to an I, my name's Alien. Thank you. Hi, nice to meet you. This planet sucks. Anyways.
Okay, well, anyway. I'm the youngest of 6. My dad had had kids with 2 other women before. So, my mom has 3 kids, and I'm the youngest of the 3. My parents separated in 1999. And the divorce was, I believe, either finalized in 2000 or 2001. I think it was 2000.
Is that why you moved to Groton?
No, not right away, because when...
We were in first grade in 2001.
Right, well, I moved halfway through, not even halfway through.
You moved like...
December of...
You moved like towards the end of first semester in like first grade.
So yeah, so I came in just in December.
Right after 9/11. I got you.
To Groton? Yes.
You were too busy in New York. I get it.
No.
Working for Washington. Inside job. Anyways.
So,
controversy.
So yeah, so either 2000, 2001, my parents got divorced. My mom met my ex-stepdad. Wade.
Oh, Wade.
And then that's around that time them getting married. That's when mom bought the house.
Yo, you never have to tell me that's your mom doing this shit. Your mom's like the baddest bitch like mine. She will go buy the house, not care. Like, they don't pay for shit. She pays for it. There you go. Nah.
So my mom bought the house. And
just keep going.
We lived there so we got there. See, we moved in.
You stayed in that house till
like... We stayed there for 7 years.
So till junior high.
So, literally, so what happened was, there was you know what the funny thing is?
Huh.
You want to remember? So the 2007 flood.
The really bad one that we drove the Grand Prix through McDonald's and it was like up to the window?
No, that was later on. You wouldn't have your license yet.
Oh yeah, never mind.
This was when we were just finishing sixth grade. Because we were going to be going to 7th grade the following school year. Because it was May 5th of 2007.
It was like right before our annual end of the year water fight.
Yes. Shit. So literally, I got a post. Aberdeen American News posted something actually the other day on the 5th, talking about the anniversary of the 2007 flood that happened on 5/5/7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So our house flooded bad, and the basement came.
Oh,
compromised.
That's when we had to throw out everything in the basement.
Yes.
We had so much more shit. The whole time we were rushing shit upstairs, out the fucking house, making sure certain shit was saved.
Our basement was a total loss. There was probably.
And now that house is just all rebuilt.
Oh yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so that basement, I think we had about a foot or two before the water where it hit the bottom of the of the actual house.
Yeah.
It was that close. It was so bad. The fire department came in the morning of the next day, the day after the flood. Mm-hmm. I think there was that little yellow truck that they had. It was so weird. It's hard to describe. It was like a cheese block, but it had a pump.
Yeah.
I think they used it for grass fires.
Yeah.
Because this one.
I know what you're talking about.
It was specifically set up for to run a hose to a slough.
Yeah.
And pump. Pretty much what they did to our basement, because that was so on top of the yard kind of sat in a dip. The yard kind of sits in a dip.
Yeah.
And on top of water that was coming in through the basement windows. And you know what we found out after the fact? So, in the yard, close to the house, of course, there was, where they did landscaping. Mm-hmm. They had chips and stuff put down in this one area, by the kitchen, between the back porch kitchen area to the front of the house. They kind of this one, I can't know if you remember this setup, but there was this area that had wood chips, and it was set up nicely. It was a flower bed. We were cleaning up wood chips because they were just moldy and gross from there, and picked up the black tarp you normally would put down.
Yeah.
For when you do gardening. We uncovered a door, a cellar outdoor door.
It was a hidden door to fucking just sneak away.
Yeah, so we didn't know there was there in the basement because it was covered behind so the entrance in the basement to it was just literally shed doors, and You didn't know the shed doors were even there. That sounds so stupid because it should have been a noticeable thing.
Yeah.
But whoever lived there before, and God, why we didn't bother, they like put like a blanket up and then they put shelving against it. This guy had to set up like a workshop down there.
He was ready to. Sorry, I just watched a Jeffrey Dahmer like YouTube thing.
You know, you're about to make a joke, but you do realize that house was like the original owner of that house was an actual doctor that performed illegal.
I know.
Things that happened there. That the house was also interestingly funded, like the loan to the house was interestingly done by the same person who owns a morgue.
No, I'm just
and they ran the morgue out of there too for a little bit. So that house was very haunted. I can tell you stories about that house all day long.
You know, I just watched that documentary one, and I'm just like sitting here, just like they're fucked up. Like, damn, chainsaw the head off. Yes.
Right.
Anyway.
We've got way off track, but that's fine. So
that's what this podcast is all about.
That's fine. So moved to Groton. Met a goofy ass kid that
looked like an albino at the time.
Became friends. And you know, the funny thing is, we were friends in elementary school and through middle school, but I won't say we were best friends until about sophomore year.
We weren't best friends till sophomore year,
and then we just fucking hit it off, man. We hit it off so hard. And we just so hard to the point where our friendship became into like, I would say more brotherhood. Like, you are my lifelong heterosexual best friend.
Yes.
Me. And Kelly and Lucy just had to put up with it.
They get jealous.
Yes. So, yeah, from there we've had so many different adventures. There's so many stories.
Going to
Mitchell. Other stories that I don't think are even safe to tell you.
No, there's no safe stories.
Originally when I opened this up, I was going to say it's Friday night. This reminds me back in the day, especially that now that we end up getting Chinese food. Like, our Fridays were normally, if we didn't have to work.
If we didn't work and we had the fucking weekend off.
And had money in between us, Alan would come here. It was always Alan coming to Aberdeen. We'd stay at my place.
We'd watch Eddie Izzard.
We'd watch movies. We would go.
And
it just wouldn't be us. Like Alan, whoever Alan was dating at the time, and our friend Jared, whoever he may be.
I remember your brother Adam and
those conversations.
When Ray first came around.
Oh yeah,
that is how I found out about Eddie Izzard.
TK called death.
Can't go on death. I ordered a salad. Here you go, Hitler. You fascist fuck.
Nazi bastard.
Can't go on death. Well, we're out of cake.
God, those are. You can't find those anywhere scenes. You probably could, but probably be go to Amazon type thing. But
YouTube.
God, what? Literally, Hulu, Netflix, get on it, man. Chop, Jesus.
Get Eddie Izzard a special.
There's a whole lot of them. So we graduated in 2007 on. Not 2000.
2007, yes, we're really fucking old. No.
2013, I'm sorry.
And they skipped me 4 people.
Oh, yes.
So, fun story about graduation, guys. I graduated with a 1.27 GPA. Hi. I made someone in my class get a full ride to a school and graduate with a 3.5.
I think we actually talked about this last week.
We did. But also, the principal did not like me. Because I never went to school. And when he tried giving me ISS, detention, I never went. So he decided it's going to be a fun time. I'm going to skip him 4 people at graduation and stare directly at him.
Oh, Schwan did that for
my family, their reaction was, I knew it. He didn't graduate. I'm just like, damn.
I was really wondering, like...
I'm just standing over there like, I know I graduated, otherwise why the fuck would I be getting all these scholarships? Like, come on.
You know, thinking about this now, so you did your graduation party the day before.
Nope. My graduation party was the day of, right after, at the community center, and Quentin had the room right next to me.
No, it was the day before. You had the day before. I had the day of. You were the day before. You had yours on Saturday afternoon.
Oh, I don't fucking remember. I remember, like, I left I was the first one at graduation. I was the first one to leave.
Because,
that's all I cared about.
I remember a group of us just kind of hanging out at your party. And then we were messing around with a karaoke machine that just was at the community center.
Oh, yeah.
And we all took turns. It kind of reminded me of the scene of, from Wayne's World, but we started jamming and all singing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
In the form of what they did in Wayne's World. And that was like my favorite memory of that time. Oh, you know what really sucked? So I went home that night.
Mm-hmm.
And it was cold out, and I was outside smoking a cigar. Woke up the next morning with a fucking sinus infection from hell, headache from hell. I could not breathe, and when we had to go to graduation, and do you remember putting up a fight with the choir teacher because she wanted to do like a full-on fucking concert for us?
Oh, Miss Yang? Yeah.
And she wanted to sing multiple songs. So she wanted to do like 4 or 5 songs.
And then none of us wanted to be up there.
And she got mad at us. And I remember her saying, "It's not always what you guys want." And we're like, "Oh yeah, we're the ones graduating. We want the simple, sweet." And then she stepped on my hand.
I'm just like, we're done with you. As soon as I get my diploma, I can technically leave.
Right.
I can technically not go back to my seat. And just walk away.
I can't remember what song we chose to sing.
I don't remember.
We sing one song. I remember that.
I just get tortured every day at work hearing Thrift Shop and having to have the memory of that being our class song.
Oh yes.
The also funny thing was remember how they had the high school voting shit, most likely to be late, most likely to be abducted by aliens, get married first, never be single, shit like that.
Yeah.
So I was on there for most likely to be late for graduation. I was there at 7 in the fucking morning. To accept a scholarship because they're just like, hey, we're deciding to give this to you now. Will you accept it? Alright.
I was most likely to become famous or a star.
I was most likely to be abducted by aliens, most likely to never be single, most musically talented, most likely to be late.
What do I hear?
That's from the computer. That's the thing.
Oh. Huh, okay. It must be hot in here. Okay.
There's a little bit.
Okay, we really got a topic. So we've done YouTube before in the past, briefly when we were 16. And
there would be proof. But my ex-wife deleted the email that is linked to it. So all the videos got deleted. And yeah.
So good luck on finding proof.
If you somehow find the videos, I don't know how you would.
Literally, this is what I put
Get them to me.
Literally, we did try YouTube before.
I can see it.
Our sophomore year. And the videos no longer exist online. His ex-wife deleted the channel. So no, there's no longer evidence that exists.
So, me and Jerome, we hit off really good back then, and even though like my ex-wife kept us away from each other, like as soon as I could talk to him again, it's just like we didn't fucking miss a beat. We're still the best fucking friends. Shit, I disappeared for 4 years. I'm still the best man at his wedding.
Like, I don't really know what she had against me.
She had everything against anyone who I was associated with.
I never did anything to be mean to you. I never sabotaged you. I was probably one of the most rooting person in your corner. I did when you I still signed the papers, but I did even ask you, are you sure you want to get married to her?
Yep.
You do not have to get married to her. I don't think it's a good idea. But if you want to, okay, sure, why not? I will still sign.
The only thing I truly remember from that was Jared in the jester hat.
Yes.
That's all I remember, and I'm still questioning.
You know, another thing about that is yeah. No, I'm not going about her. Talk about her, it's not fun.
Anyways, why was game 2? So, me and Jerome also have things that aren't so similar. So, I'm more of a sports guy. I like football, basketball, fucking.
We're kind of going further here. I guess I'll ask.
I don't have.
You know what? I'm gonna leave this next part until that way ends.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, let's get into this.
So he's a Broncos fan, right?
I would say more casual. I can't tell you the current lineup.
He'll watch them when they're winning, I bet.
I'll watch them no matter what. When I have time and I don't have to work.
Y'all have Drew Lock as a quarterback, Teddy Bridgewater, I think like 2 others.
So we got a lot of Vikings and Kitties.
Yeah, and like, so the thing that happened, like, so my job, sports bar, play all the sports, draft and everything. So right before the draft started, someone comes out with this news saying Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to come back to the Packers, right?
Stearns.
Nope, Shefty.
Oh, Shefty, I thought it was.
Shefty was the first one to come out with it.
See, because they always credit Adam Stearns or whatever his name is.
Adam Stearns?
From ESPN.
No, it was Shefty. It was live on there. He got intel, which apparently now I saw an article saying that he had no sources. But apparently Rodgers doesn't want to come back. The GM he doesn't like. They released a wide receiver he liked. They drafted a quarterback last year. They won't give him weapons. So, he's throwing a fit.
Okay, I'm not sure if you're questioning his
things,
but, you know, you have to realize, sir, you know, this is, I think, directed towards him at this point, not you, Aaron Rodgers. Sir, you're about 40 years old. Your career is almost over.
This is
what happens. Do you fucking remember that you were the backup to Favre? Brett motherfucking Favre. This was your role at 1.2, sir. So shut the fuck up and nut up or just get on.
Also, with that situation, Favre retired.
Why would you go to the Vikings?
He retired because they wanted Aaron to start some games.
No, that's more like he was pushed.
Drafted him so they could give Favre a push and be like, hey, you're leaving soon. So they draft this guy saying, Aaron, you're leaving soon. And then they go back on it because, like, oh, he won MVP this year. All he needs is literally a couple more weapons on Green Bay and he makes the Super Bowl. But no, they want to mess it up. So, top places for him to go. Broncos.
It seems like, you know what's funny? Broncos. I love the Broncos. We had some, we had some great people in the past, but the last decade, it seems like we are the team that's like, oh, you're about your career's about up. How about you just come over here?
Yeah,
come over here.
You get
okay. I'll say this stuff. Oh shit, what's his name from the Panthers? Was it the Panthers or was it the Ravens?
Flacco?
Was it what? Oh shit.
Flacco was on the Ravens. He was number 7. He played.
I'm trying to remember the team. Who ended up getting it's funny, this team played against the Broncos in one of the Super Bowls recently.
Panthers?
And ended up going to the Broncos.
Panthers.
Okay.
And they got Teddy Bridgewater in a trade recently. They traded a 6th-round pick for this guy. But also, Teddy Bridgewater, he does have a bunch of upside. Like, he's still young. He didn't do bad in a shitty team in Carolina. Like, he had decent numbers.
But, also, okay. Yeah, true. But,
But these are like places Aaron Rodgers wants to go. He wants to go to the Broncos. He wants to go to the Raiders. He wants to go to 49ers. So, like...
I wouldn't be upset if he would go to the Broncos, but I wouldn't be upset if he would end up with the Raiders either.
So, one trade, that I've heard about, it's the Dolphins sending the quarterback they just drafted Tua to the Steelers, and then the Packers gain a bunch of picks from the Dolphins, like 1st-round picks, 2nd-round picks.
First, why would you want to pick
Aaron Rodgers goes... Huh?
Well, why would you want to pick players from the Dolphins? I mean,
Tua, it was his rookie season last year. He played half the stats, half the starts with Fitzpatrick.
But the Dolphins.
They actually weren't bad last year. They about made it in playoffs.
True.
It's just they need to get a steady quarterback and get weapons.
I don't know. The Dolphins just haven't seemed like they've been a good team since the 80s. Maybe the early 90s.
They've been, creeping into the playoffs recently. It's just
Last year, I think the biggest surprise to me is the Bills. The Bills.
No, you have to realize the Bills are stacked now. The Bills are actually really good. The team that surprised me, the Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah, you want to know the sad part about this next year?
What?
If Aaron Rodgers leaves, so want to know all the quarterbacks in the NFC North? So we have Kirk Cousins for the Vikings, right?
Yeah.
Jordan Love for Green Bay Packers. We have Justin Fields, a rookie that's supposed to be really good for the Bears. And then we have Jared Goff from the Rams for the Lions. You want to know the only one that sounds scary is the rookie quarterback because I don't trust Love. Cousins sucks. And Goff, we'll see.
I want to talk about a team that is because I do watch Vikings too. And it's you definitely know what you have, you definitely know what you get. You definitely know you're going to at least make it to the playoffs. You're going to at least make it to far in the playoffs. And then you're going to fuck up.
They didn't make it far in the playoffs this year,
I know. But talking about their quarterback, he was so hyped up.
$80 million guaranteed. $80 million guaranteed for one good season.
And they traded a whole bunch of better players. Got rid of a bunch of players.
They traded picks.
Really good players to get this guy.
No, they didn't trade. They signed him in free agency.
Shit, I thought...
They paid him $80 million in free agency.
So who did they cut from that team, though, that year?
I have no idea.
Because I remember there was some cuts, and
I know
some top people.
I know that year Michael, one of the Kendricks brothers got cut. Everson Griffin, he got cut, went to Dallas. Can't remember who else. Danielle Hunter was just hurt. Yeah, that's about it.
I just know Kirk Cousins. He's just a...
He's like that...
He's a crybaby, too.
He's like that average quarterback that you, can rely on in most part, but if you need him to actually perform, he ain't going to do it.
His hype reminds me of another football player that was on the Broncos at one point.
Pinkman?
No, Tebow.
Did you know Tebow's coming back as tight end for the Jags?
And he's still gonna suck ass.
He's coming back as a tight end though. He's gonna play tight end for the Jags. Just watch. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
No. No, Tim Tebow.
No, like
sure.
So like, did you know that the Broncos want him to play tight end? Like all NFL teams want him to play tight end, not quarterback.
Well, college he went to built a team around him.
Yeah, and
it worked out well there, but that does not equal success.
Well, like the thing is, Tebow was more of like a gadget plug kind of guy. Like you know how New Orleans Saints they had Drew Brees, they had Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill was like wide receiver, running back, tight end, quarterback, whatever the hell you want him to be. He still is. But like that's what Tebow is made for. He's made for like that kind of role. And if the Jags can actually use it, since they now have a coach that was one of the most winningest coaches in college football, they just got the #1 draft pick quarterback, supposed to be a generational talent, and they actually have like decent linemen this year, decent wide receivers. They have a good defense actually.
All I can say is, all these sports channels hype all these guys up. Show me results, then you'll get my support. Show me the money!
He's talking about the Broncos, by the way.
Show me the money!
But one sport I really like is basketball. I know you don't like it.
No, it's not that I don't like it. I did play in junior high, but it just never caught my attention. I didn't. And you watched this movie?
Yes.
And
yes, I did.
I'm gonna feel bad because I did fall asleep during it, and then when I went to go watch it, it was not even on Netflix anymore, which really made me upset.
They took it off.
Yes, I watched it, and a few days later, it was gone.
So the main reason I love basketball is because of like dunk contest, #1. Main reason I like this guy. This is my favorite basketball player of all time. It's a movie about him. It's called The Carter Effect. Vince Carter went to UNC, forgoed his senior year to be drafted. He got drafted by the Golden State Warriors, got traded to Toronto Raptors draft day. He played for Toronto, got traded, Nets, then he played for Grizzlies, Atlanta, Dallas. I think he played for Phoenix for a little bit. He played for like every team for 22 years. He retired last year. But like, basketball, the things that get me is dunk contest. The fact that like, yes, in football games, last second changes. Like, you can score a touchdown in the last 10 seconds. It's rare, but it's like, you can. In basketball, it's like literally you have 0.2 seconds, throw up a ball, somehow makes it in. Goes into overtime. And there's more than one overtime. It's not just like you tie.
So, like I said, I don't watch basketball. The fact that when I watched this movie, the first thing I learned is Toronto, Canada has a basketball team.
Toronto Raptors.
And they're the Raptors.
Is my favorite team.
I'm like, what?
Back when he got drafted, the Vancouver Grizzlies just moved to Memphis.
Oh, okay.
That's why they have the Memphis Grizzlies now. They were the Vancouver Grizzlies.
Okay.
So Canada technically had 2 teams.
Well, still, Canada had a basketball team, and where is a dinosaur as their mascot?
And also,
all I can think is either Jurassic Park was a very big hit around that time, and they thought, what's a good mascot? Mascot, a raptor? Hell yeah! You know what? Their mascot costume looks so cartoonish. I love it. I just love it. It's funny, but yeah, no, I don't watch a lot of basketball. I can't even tell you anything about basketball, except that I played part of a season when I was in 5th grade.
I played 8th grade, barely, because I never went to school and I didn't do any of my homework, so I wasn't passing classes. Then stopped playing, just literally would go out basketball court, shoot, play with friends, shit like that. But like the thing I like about Vince Carter is like how he made Toronto actually known for basketball, not just like hockey. We're a hockey place.
He definitely brought in a lot more entertainment value to that.
And like
clubbing.
You also have to think about this. More Canadian players are getting drafted into the league and getting taken more seriously, like with bigger colleges and everything.
Yeah. You know, that is pretty nice too. Yes, it gives kids either another sport to choose from other than hockey. That is very nice. That's happening, you know. Yeah. What's on?
Hey kids.
Who's that?
Guess.
Is it my wife?
Yes.
Okay. Anywho.
It's also getting late. I think that's why.
Okay.
It's like 9:30.
Okay. Well, we're not quite done yet.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no, that was a good movie. I wish I could have gotten to rewatch it and wrote more notes on it. I feel
like
really terrible.
What part did you get to?
Oh, God. I remember waking up at the part where they were talking about the club, him in his club.
Oh, yeah.
And then, they got something to change with how alcohol is served.
So, with that, it's like he met this lady who had did alcohol serving and helped out with the club and stuff, and they were thinking no one's ever tried bottle service in Canada. No one's ever done it. Bottle service, they bring bottles to your tables, you pay for whole bottles and shit.
Okay.
So they never did that in Canada. So it was their idea to be hey, why can't we do that? So from that point, it's just there's this lady named Mona. If you went to Toronto and you were an NBA player, call her. She'll hook you up with the places to go, who to meet up with, places to
Yes,
meet.
that's where I remember watching on from.
And
then we get talking about Dre and...
It essentially just leads up until how the Raptors had a change of ownership, change of regime, and they didn't want Vince Carter there. They wanted Vince Carter out. They wanted a different type of player there. So they were making it out to seem like Vince Carter wants out. Vince Carter's the problem. Even though he's they made it to the semifinals of the conference championship before the finals, and it was an elimination game. He went from Toronto to North Carolina to get his diploma to graduate, and then he flew back for the game, and he missed the game-winning shot, and after that point, everyone was blaming him wanting to further his education, being if he didn't go graduate, he wouldn't made the shot. No, it's a fucking 0.2 seconds. You fling that shit up there. Yeah, he's made it before, but the situation, the pressure, shit like that.
It's not always guaranteed.
Yeah. So then he gets traded to the Brooklyn Nets, and from that point on, until I want to say he was his last year with the Nets. When he went back to Toronto that time, everyone cheered for him. But everyone booed him in the game because the ownership made him look like he was the bad guy. He's the reason Toronto's basketball team thrived enough to get nationally televised TV, to actually get money from it, make people around Canada get into basketball, have it part of the community, shit like that.
Right.
So that's other than him being a good basketball player, never won a ring though.
Really?
Yeah, no, he never became a championship team because once he went from the Nets, he went to a smaller scale team, then he went to a smaller scale team. He kind of just kept going down, if he has won a ring, it will have been with Dallas Mavericks, but I think he didn't with them.
It's kind of like with Dale, using a different sport.
Oh, you and your NASCAR?
Dale Jr.
Yeah,
with...
you and your NASCAR.
Yeah, Dale Jr. with many years of racing he did, never once won in the Top Cup Series. Because he did win 2 Busch Series.
Yeah.
Champions, but in the NASCAR Cup Series, he came close, I think in 2000, oh shit. I'm going to get real killed probably here, but I think 2004 he came very close. Either 3 or 4 he came very close. Just a lot of bad accidents.
Yeah.
Like wreck outs. And then they changed the point, like the playoffs, the chase format. The playoffs format, which are a bunch of bullshit to me, but you know, NASCAR. It was pretty much because Jimmy Johnson was winning.
Yeah.
Was winning as driver there for the longest time. You know, Junior voted multiple times over as NASCAR's favorite driver. Never once won at the top level a champion. He's now in the Hall of Fame, NASCAR Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
After only being gone, let's see, he retired, I think, in 16.
Like, yeah, it was like...
He retired in 16.
4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. You know, just enough time. You know, who was also on that ballot, too, because the same year, he retired, Edwards.
I don't know racing.
I can tell you that more about that.
That is one thing I have no idea. My parents are Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr. fans. Right. Now they don't watch it.
Okay. Now, I think from there we're going to go into this. There's really no good transfer over to this.
No,
but,
not at all.
You know, another thing we both really enjoy is music. And when we first had this idea, it was a great idea, and it's still a wonderful idea. And, you know, I like top 10 lists.
Is it a top 10 list, though?
No. But no, I cannot I started writing down songs that I liked, and I ended up with, like, off the top of my head, 18 that I really like, and I can't really put, I think only one I can kind of put as my number 1, but I kind of come up with the exact order, because I can't say this is my number 2, this is my number 3. These are, so I just kind of made more of a list.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I ended up writing down 18 because I'm just an overachiever.
I know.
I can make a list going on for days.
I have 13. I just didn't want to write anymore.
So we're going for this is diversity in the future. I think if we do a top 10 list again, I think we can literally start breaking it down to from artist to a specific artist, your top songs for that artist, or just genre. And today we're just kind of open micing it, kind of, with the genre. So, Alan, what's your? Well, let's see. Let's go with your number 10. What's your
number 10? So, since I did number 3 of them, those are just.
We'll throw those honorable mentions in later.
No, I just put 10 on a sheet and wrote down words. So the one written behind 10 is 10 Miles Wide.
10 Miles Wide.
So, it's an Escape the Fate song.
Okay.
It's like one of the songs I used to like blare in high school, like screamo, like everyone thought I was cutting myself kind of shit.
Oh, I mean.
But yeah, no, that was number 10, and the main reason is because like that it has Buck Cherry in it too. It's just like a great song that's just bullshit being screamed out. It's essentially about fucking on a plane. That's essentially what it is.
So, my number 10 is a song that I remember fondly of in the early 2000s being at the swimming pool and the radio.
I see it. It plays at work too.
Yeah, that summer of 2001. No, summer 2002.
Uh-huh.
I think it was 2002. That summer, I remember a few little specific things. Going to the pool every day.
Oh, those were the days, the sketchy pool that poked open your feet.
So we had a pop called Mr. Green, which is like a Dr. Pepper spin-off, and it was popular.
All I remember is Vault.
And
I remember Vault.
And Fortunes of Wayne, Stacy's mom.
See, like, these two, you're 10 and 11, those ones just play at work all the time. Like, I don't know what you're talking about back then. I listen to it now.
I still listen to it now. I love Stacy's mom.
Wow, did you tell Stacy that?
No.
Alright, Jerome.
Okay.
Pick number 15.
15? On mine?
Yes.
Oh. Won't Back Down by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, but I also like the Johnny Cash version of that. Although I have to say Tom Petty has the cleaner one.
But Clean's not fun.
But Cash though was starting to get up there in age.
Yeah.
At that point, so his voice was very raspy. He can't hit the notes like he used to.
Yeah.
It was very kind of mumbled a little bit. Yeah. So you went with my number 15. Are we just going to skip around instead of going in order?
Yup.
Okay.
Because they're in no specific order.
Alan, give me your number 5.
Number 5, One by Metallica.
Which one?
Boom. One by Metallica.
Oh.
So, for
God,
those
I can't put that on my list.
For those who don't know,
you don't know this song by now. You really, really need to.
One thing I also forgot to mention, I was raised by a bunch of like 80s hair metal band, like metal parents, like Metallica, Disturbed, fucking Led Zeppelin, Motley Crue, Queen, shit like that. Like that was mom and dad. So, that song was always the one I wanted them to play when they wanted to play Metallica. Because I like instrumentals. That
one's very instrumental.
Yes. Alright, Jerome, number 18.
Number 18. We're going to go a little Kiss era with no makeup with the song Forever.
I've never seen Kiss with no makeup. I'm sorry.
There was a point in time where Kiss, the gimmick of the makeup wasn't working and they went makeupless for a few years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well then.
But Forever, it's a love song. Love song-ish.
What, was it about how long their tongue was?
No. Paul Stanley probably wrote about his wife.
Oh, okay.
Probably now ex-wife, but...
Yeah, we don't know.
Well, no, because he was married twice.
Only Google knows. I have 13 total, by the way.
So you got what's your 13th one?
Follow Me by Uncle Kracker.
Dang it, that's another one I'm thinking about right now.
That one was the first song I ever learned how to sing when I was 4 years old.
Oh my God.
Mom would turn off the radio whenever anyone was in the car, purposely play that song, and know I'm singing in the back of the car.
You know, my mom did that with me with certain songs too.
That was that song. That was that song.
I did that too. I'm the same age too, that's funny. And that's what my number 2 is.
What's your number 2?
Lenny Kravitz, Fly Away. Yes, a song about meth. And other drugs.
Mine's...
Uncle Kracker too is about drugs.
It's also about, like, telling someone they can't go out and that you're always going to be there. And it's kind of a creeper song.
I know, but it was also kind of supposed to be a drug vibing song, like 2 drugs.
Yeah.
2. Yeah. No, I remember used to sing the song like to the point where when my now ex-stepdad and my mom, I was still singing that song, and he looked at my mom, you're okay with him singing that song and listening to that song? She's like, yeah, he doesn't know. He's like, you do know. He's like, okay. He's also where I learned about Kiss from. Actually, no, I lie. My love of Kiss came from him. I should say love more, because I used to love Kiss a lot.
Your devotion.
I wouldn't even say that.
You are their slave.
No. I really was a big fan of Kiss at one point. Now as a grown-ass man, I would say now it's like appreciation. Because there's a whole lot better bands than Kiss out there.
Oh, yeah.
A whole lot. So, yeah, you pick a chunk one.
9.
Number 9, I thought you were George Strait.
Oh, wait, am I supposed to pick one of mine?
No, you were supposed to tell me which number. So number 9 for me is George Strait, I Cross My Heart.
Aww.
I love the movie Pure Country.
Never seen it.
You never seen Pure Country?
No.
Really
I don't watch movies.
Pure Country's good.
Why do you think it's impossible for me to do movie reviews? I can't sit through movies.
Yeah, you used to. Well, shit. What happened?
Nothing.
This chair might be.
Pick a number. Any number.
Number 1.
The one I have written down is Prayer of a Refugee by Rise Against. So, the reason this one. So, my mom, as you know, had a brain aneurysm.
Right.
She had 2 brain aneurysms first. And
First off, very lucky to be alive. Just having the one, but a double one, that should have been a fatality.
Oh, she had like 0.03% chance of living.
Like, no one ever survived that.
We were at Barnes & Noble, me, my uncle, my older brother, at Barnes & Noble in Minneapolis, like by the Mayo Clinic, and I saw this CD. And I'm just like, I like this CD. Never heard of them before.
It's like the artwork.
It was the artwork and the fact that it was in like...
So they did their job right.
It was in the section I wanted. I was looking for music to like kind of just... To cope. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was the best emo album of the year. Literally, it said it on the packaging. But like, this song was literally like the song I played on repeat for the 6-hour drive back to Groton after like 2 months when I came back.
Oh my gosh, I remember. You made us write cards to your mom.
Really? Never got them.
Really? Really? You never got... Mrs. Delzer made us write letters.
I'm pretty sure I don't have any letters.
Really?
I have the ones that were posted on like the website. I don't have any like physical letters.
Mrs. Delzer, or Seibel, whatever, had us write to your family letters.
Not like the only...
Of hope and inspiration. You never... And it was a graded thing, too.
Not like the only thing I had in, like, from anyone back home that, like, was affiliated with me, the only thing I ever had is Christmas Eve. My dad got a phone call from the Donleys.
Okay.
And it was the first time I heard from anyone back home. Like, any of you, any friends, anything. And it was Jacob seeing how I was doing and wanting to talk to me. That was the first time anyone asked how I was doing the whole time.
Really?
Yeah.
So, we were supposed to write cards and words of inspiration and...
Nope.
And really, you never got...
Nope.
She made us do that. Why would she give you a... It must have been bad, bro. It must have been really bad. As I remember, I don't remember what I wrote, but I remember writing specifically a card for you, your parents.
Nope.
You, your brother, and your parents.
Nope, I never.
Because that was the assignment.
I never got
It must have been. People must have wrote some pretty bad stuff.
That school didn't like me though. No one really liked me.
That's their fault.
Eh.
They don't like themselves.
Alright, let's do like 2 more songs.
And
then we'll end with what you got.
Okay.
Alright, so picked mine last. Let's go 13.
My 13th song. Oh, this is a good one. This is a goodie. Over the Rainbow by Is.
Over the rainbow.
Or you just looking at my list.
Yeah, I was. I didn't know what it said at first. Like, I saw Is. I'm just like, 12?
No, it is.
No, like, so, have I ever told you the story about, like, the version from Glee?
Yeah, your Grandma Karen thought
No,
was...
not Grandma Karen.
Oh.
It was Grandma Dixie.
Grandma Dixie.
So...
I remember the story.
I got back... Was this when I went to basic? No, this was before military, wasn't it?
Yeah, this was high school yet.
So, this was, like, high school...
I think you got...
Senior year or some shit?
Yeah, it was your senior year. You just got back from, your stint over in Europe for...
Oh, yeah. I went over in Europe, and I found, like, I'm a music nerd. Hi. Yes. I am not gay. I am very flamboyant. Anyways. But I come back, and I have this song from Glee, the Over the Rainbow song, and I play it for my grandma. And she's just like, is this you singing? Did you record this? I'm just like, no.
No.
Why? I don't have money, Grandma. What?
For a good recording like this, no.
Alright. Pick a number.
Oh, what have we done so far?
We've done 1, 10.
You're 13.
13.
What?
I swear. Oh, 5.
What's your number 2?
Number 2 is Remembering Sunday by All Time Low.
Okay.
So, that song, literally about, like, heartbreak. Not 62. But it's about, like, this guy meets this girl, he wants to continue, but the girl kills herself, and, like, the skies are blurring. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, it's that kind of song. It also is the first song that I found out I can sing like a woman.
Really? That was your first one? You realize you can hit a falsetto?
No, that is the first one I could hit it without going falsetto.
Ah.
Like, I sang like a woman.
Ah.
Alright, so, let's go with number 6.
Simple Plan? Perfect?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that song.
Simple Plan is just good. Like, that's like the shit we grew up on is like Simple Plan and that.
Hawthorne Heights,
Hawthorne Heights, Ohio is for lovers.
Nikki Radio is my favorite song by them. Ocean Avenue by, oh fuck, what was that band?
Well, the stream's about to end soon.
Oh, is there actually a time limit?
Well, I have to get her home. It's about 10.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll wrap this up.
Like, that's what I was saying,
Yeah.
like 2 more.
Let's pick one more song for each of us, okay? What was your number 7?
Number 7?
Yeah.
Since the Day I Was Born by Lost Crowboy. So, it literally is a song about, like, wanting to go back to simpler times, like, life's fucking shitty. Let's go back to simpler times where, like, everything's simple. You're learning how to skate. You're back with all your friends, just enjoying, like, summer nights and everything.
All right.
Let's go number 14.
Conway Twitty with That's My Job. A song that's about dads.
Mm-hmm.
What are dads? Like, you know, well, that song that's my dad's ringtone to this day. Love that song, absolutely.
I still think my dad's ringtone is Red Solo Cups.
Which one?
Toby Keith.
No, which dad?
Keith.
Like, okay. What's Chris's?
Simpler times didn't have public sanitation system.
Who's saying this?
I don't know.
Someone just randomly join.
Yeah, I think so. But anyways, let's finish off.
Okay. So, Alan. what do you something? Where do you want this podcast to go? Where do you see the Pickle Donut Show going? Like, I have some things I wrote down, like some things I would want to see happen with the show. But for you, what is your outtake you want to take from this?
I just want to have fun with it. That's it.
And that's my number one too. My number one thing is I want the show to be fun.
The person found us in their recommended channel.
Oh, okay. Hi, thank you.
There's a dynamic I would have never guessed. I know. Everyone's confused.
What's going on?
I don't know. They're saying that confuses us. But, no, like, podcast every week, just talk about shit we like, mainly.
Yes. I want this show, that's my number one thing. So I want this show to be fun for everyone. It's going to be a variety of conversations.
Like, literally,
and nothing really.
If people come back like this random ass person who joined.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining, by the way. If random people like this join, then we have more time to, like, y'all can pick what we talk about. Y'all can contribute to the conversation. We can go off that. Oh, I likes you more.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cinnabon888 likes you more. It's because he's fluffy, isn't it?
I'm a fluffy dude.
Just because I'm a twig doesn't mean anything. I need love too.
So, the number one thing is I want this show to be fun for everyone. I want no hate on this. I know last week we went into politics. That's one subject I don't want to go into ever again.
That involves money.
What did he say?
Get better, Mike. That involves money.
What we should
Oh, your voice is cute. That's why.
What we should do eventually is,
if I find
that brings me into the next thing is, I would like to see this show grow in viewer-wise, obviously, to the point where it starts gaining us a revenue.
That way we can get more shit.
So we can actually get equipment. Like, I would love to have more than one mic.
I have another mic, I just gotta find it. That's my thing.
But it would be a lot better quality if we would each have our own mic set up in front of us with a pop filter.
Better TV, better camera.
Yes, that would be lovely.
But.
Right. I would love it to the point if it gets successful enough, and this would become our well, at least for me anyway, a profession.
This and I still want to own a bar.
Oh, that's fine.
My goal is to get.
Oh God, dude, something that
he asked what we do in real life. I'm a bartender.
And I work in retail at Harbor Freight.
So I get people drunk. He gives people tools to kill people.
No.
Hey, you give tools to dispose of bodies. You cannot deny this. You sell shovels.
We sell variety.
And then your fabulous unicorn said your own studio for podcasts.
Oh yes,
I really agree with that.
That's where you brought up the bar thing. Something I could
have like a podcast in the back
of a bar.
Yeah.
I would love that.
Dude,
that's awesome. One of my visions of her. I would love to see us I would love. Okay, I'm not much of a drinker, but I would love to have a setup in a bar. Like the bar be the background, and whatever happening in the background.
Oh, you good if you can't donate. It's fine. Just literally, if you can hop back every week, send it to people.
Share with friends,
yes. There's a YouTube channel for it all.
Pickle Donut.
Yep.
This will be going up there after this.
Probably tomorrow or Sunday.
Okay. Let's do another rough cut again.
I have Sunday off, so I can edit.
Well, I don't have to edit too much. I think we did pretty good today without.
Yeah.
I like doing it raw,
But anyway.
Sorry.
I have to get some sleep. Early ass morning tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, and then two more things before.
Yep.
So on top of, fun for everyone, growth, possibly becoming our actual job, spot with that too, sponsorships.
No, we don't have iPhones. We're Android people.
Cheap. We'll get this down.
Hey, we'll eventually have a room we can mess with. And also, that was the beginning of the show, but we have been friends since first grade, best friends since
2001. 2001 we became friends. I'd say
Best friends since,
2007.
2007 became best friends, started hanging out. We had a YouTube channel for a little bit.
Mr. Pickles and Big J.
Yeah. So, yeah. But, anything else?
And I think, eventually I would like to start actually having guests. Like, not necessarily celebrity.
I want to have Elon Musk.
Oh, God.
I want to smoke with Elon Musk.
You watched the Joe Rogan episode, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh, I would love to have Joe Rogan. Yeah. Okay, not maybe come on ours, but I want to be on the Joe Rogan experience.
Just something.
I don't know what we would talk about, because I'm the least interesting person in my book, but I want to go on Joe Rogan experience and talk conspiracy theories. That's what I want to do.
All right.
But I think today, this is going to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching, and please like, subscribe.
YouTube channel is Pickle Donut.
Pickle Donut.
That's just search that, you'll find the channel.
You'll have the same photo.
It's a photo of a pickle and a donut.
Just like the one on here.
So this will be up either within the next 2 days.
And if not, I'll make text down saying, where's it at?
Yeah,
yes,
I'm
please like, subscribe, tell your friends about us. We just want to go up from here.
And you have a great rest of your night.
Have a great Friday. Bye, everyone.